All right, guys. So now that you have greeted the client and let them know the plan for the day, your next step is going to be to walk around the property and do a damage check. It's super important that you do a damage check before starting any work on the property and take pictures of any damages. That way, we have it documented that those damages were there before we started our work and we are not held at fault for anything. Things that you'll be looking for as you're walking around are any broken windows, broken screens, and any damage around the general window area where we will be cleaning. For example, with these frames, you can see that they're heavily oxidized. As I rub my finger on that, you can see all of the white dust come off. This is something that we'd want to let the client know about in advance, that we're not going to be able to fix the oxidation on their frames. As well here, you can see a broken screen on this window. This is something that we would let them know as well. We will not be able to take out this screen because it is broken, and we don't want to cause any further damage. Super important when we're presenting the damage to the client that we tell them it's super normal and that we run into it all the time and that it's not a big deal. Here is another example of some damage that you might see with a screen that is a little bit further broken. You see that this rubber piece is coming out completely and the screen is completely loose and ripped. Again, this is something that we will not worry about taking out. We just have to let the customer know that we're not able to do this. If you look to the right, you also see a screen that is completely bent out of the frame. This is something that we can tell them, we won't be able to clean because whoever cleaned them or took out the screens before us was the one that caused that. Again, something super normal that we run into every day. We just have to let the client know in advance those expectations. All right, guys, here is another example of a broken screen that we would not want to clean. You can see we have quite a few holes in the screen here. Um, at a home like this, where almost every single screen is broken, it's important to know that we are still here to clean the windows and we need to make our best attempts to clean the glass. I would bring something like this up with the client, let them know that if they're okay with the risk of their screens getting damaged further, we can still take them out and clean the windows, but we would not want to run something like this through our screen cleaner because it would damage it further.